Bread and Bagel, we serve breakfast and lunch from morning till afternoon, coffee and pastries all day, and pizza and wine at night. We do pescatarian, vegetarian, vegetable forward with lots of different ethnic influences. Everything we make here is gluten-free, and it's made fresh from scratch. Our model here at Modern Bread and Bagel is quick service, fast casual. You order at the counter your coffee, your pastry, your sandwich. You take it to go in Central Park, or you sit down here at a table. My husband was diagnosed with celiac disease while we were dating. He's a huge foodie. He comes from a family of restaurant owners, so the diagnosis was extremely traumatic to him. We moved to Paris, France when we first got married. So I started taking French baking classes with a patisserie owner and started learning all about the ins and outs of French pastry. I started taking some of what I learned with her and trying to experiment with gluten-free versions of it at home. And I found that I really had a knack for this. A couple of years later, we moved to Sydney, Australia, and I attended the Cordon Bleu Culinary School there. And I worked with the head chef of the pastry program on an independent study for gluten-free French pastry development. After school, I launched Blends by Orly as a retail product. With gluten-free baking, there really is no such thing as one size fits all. You have to have a different proportion of light, medium, and heavy flours in order to mimic the taste and texture of that specific baking category. What makes Blends by Orly different from any other gluten-free flour is that it's purpose-driven. I specifically created a bread flour, a pastry flour, a cookie flour, and a cake flour. Each flour blend is made with a mixture of ancient grains, so it's high in fiber, high in protein, you can feel good about what you eat, and it can be used as a one-to-one swap in any recipe. When we moved back to the United States from Sydney, Australia, we were walking around New York and we came across this old bagel shop on the Upper West Side that was for rent, and we always said that New York City needs a really good gluten-free bagel. A classic New York style bagel is hand-rolled and kettle boiled. Most gluten-free bagels, they're rolled and baked in an oven without the kettle boiling process, and that's why they taste like bread with a hole in them. And the kettle boiling process is what gives it that skin on the outside and that chewiness on the inside that you love so much about your New York style bagel. So it started off just as an idea to make gluten-free bagels, and from there it grew and developed into what Modern Bread and Bagel is today. We also do a line of bread loaves. We have a rustic bread, a very healthy multigrain bread. We do our own cream cheeses in lots of different flavors. We make our own lox, so we have a pastrami, crusted lox, and a dill lox that we use as the base for a lot of our sandwiches. We have lots of vegan options. When we were developing the vegan bacon, egg, and cheese, bacon on bagels was the hot item. So our chefs take rice paper and they smoke it and marinate it, and it really tastes like bacon. The vegan lox is made out of carrots, and it's got the similar sort of curing process as lox would. If you're eating that on a sandwich with the accompaniment, it really tastes like lox. The cinnamon bun is definitely our most popular pastry item. It's very, very rich. It's like a bite of heaven. What we offer at dinner is a variety of artisanal, handcrafted, hand-rolled pizzas that are baked in our pizza oven in the back. And we try to offer a mixture of traditional classic flavors as well as really creative flavors that have our Mediterranean influences. We're also a Jewish restaurant. So we do holiday specials, we do Shabbat dinner packages, and lots of different options for special events. When we started Modern Bread and Bagel, we opened this to be a place where gluten intolerant people would have access to amazing breads and amazing bagels that they can't find anywhere else. We happen to be kosher and we happen to be gluten-free, but this is a place for everyone to enjoy.